Boy, oh boy, would you look at that. Another Steam Deck video. Well, like I said, way back when, I'd do a review of the DBRAND Project Killswitch case once it came in, and it's finally here. So let's see if the robots over at DBRAND managed to pull off something solid, or if it's just a marketing hoax. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, DBRAND, they're known for putting other brands on blast, so it wouldn't entirely surprise me if this case was just to spite the Switch. Alright, for those of you who don't know, DBRAND is a company who makes glorified stickers or skins for pretty much every popular electronic, from phones to tablets to consoles and more. They have a pretty rad marketing team, which honestly I think has made them such a fan favorite, and more importantly, they push the boundaries when it comes to taking risks that, quite frankly, other brands won't touch with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, so among the many skins DBRAND makes, they also make cases for select devices. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 for each of the new iPhones, and to be honest, there's a reason I keep going back. The same can be said for the Killswitch case. Right off the bat, if you're familiar with the classic DBRAND grip case, then you'll feel right at home here. DBRAND took what was successful about the grip case and scaled it up to fit the Steam Deck. It has the same matte black finish, textured grips, along with the grip strips. The case is a flexible but very sturdy plastic/rubber mix that is reasonably lightweight but offers good coverage around the entire Steam Deck, with small cutouts and bumps around ports, grills, etc. DBRAND was cautious not to put too much case around the hand grips, leaving you plenty of room to get full range of the thumbsticks and buttons without any issues. On the back, you'll find the area to attach the kickstand, which, to be honest, I don't see myself using much other than for the novelty, I guess. Maybe to watch videos? I don't know, it seems kind of pointless to have a kickstand when the controller aspect of the deck doesn't detach. I guess unless you carry another controller with you? Be weird. In any case, it's a nice addition that can be completely detached if you dock your deck or just don't use it at all. As for protection, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't see myself dropping my Steam Deck anytime soon because, let's be honest, your Steam Deck is mostly used either in your bed at night or maybe in the car or a plane, but no one legitimately is playing their Steam Deck in an environment where they drop it, right? I don't know, maybe you are. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you use your Steam Deck for and where you use it. In any case, I'm not gonna drop my Steam Deck for you guys because that's just asinine, but I'm sure someone somewhere will, so maybe go check that out and let me know how that went. Moving on. If you're like me and use a dock for your deck and wanna know if this case will affect your ability to do so, then yes and no. It obviously comes down to the dock. I'm using the dock from Worky, which, by the way, you should watch that video. It's pretty sweet. And as far as the Worky goes, it fits. Not perfectly, mind you, but it will sit in the dock securely while still being able to fit the USB-C power cable into the deck without any issue. Now, I also have the official Valve dock, and well, the story isn't quite the same. Since the Valve dock is a fair bit smaller all around than most third-party docks, you'll likely have some trouble getting the deck with the case to fit without it either falling over or the cable not fitting. In the case of the Valve dock, the deck will fit, but it's pretty unstable. And while you might think, oh, well, that's no big deal, well, the bad news is that the USB-C cable for the Valve dock does not fit into the deck when the case is on, so tough luck there. Now, to be fair, if you only need the case sometimes, but usually don't need it, then I'd say sure, you can just keep using your dock without the case and just throw on the case when you travel, but convenience for someone like me who travels constantly is important, so thankfully the Worky dock I use works with and without the case. That being said, if you were looking to get a dock for your deck, then consider getting one with lots of extra space and a USB-C cable with extra room to avoid any issues with the case. All right, so I forgot to mention that when you buy this case, you get a few options on what it comes with. I opted for pretty much everything: the case, screen protectors, joystick caps, a skin, and the top cover. Now, I don't need to cover the screen protector or the joystick covers because, to be honest, they're just as expected. The joystick covers are nice, but not necessary by any means. So I mean, if you want to protect the original joystick from dirt, grime, or your cat nibbling on them, then hey, there you go. Now, let's talk about this top cover. The top cover is a hard plastic shell that clips on over top of the case to protect your deck from anything that might scratch your screen or damage your joysticks when shoved into your bag. It does a good job protecting the joysticks and has a slot that they can move inside when you attach and detach the cover. It even has a cutout for the USB-C port so you can continue to charge it. Besides it making your Steam Deck look like a George Foreman grill, it's a nice addition to an already solid case. But is it worth it? Or even better, is it even necessary? That's the question I asked myself after using it on my deck for the past couple weeks. Yeah, it's cool and makes me feel safer about leaving my deck around, but at the end of the day, the issue I have is that the Steam Deck is already huge compared to any other handheld, which makes it a pain to travel with because it doesn't fit in any conventional bag, at least that I own. And that's kind of the point of a case, right? To add to the travel experience by putting you at ease that your valuable handheld is safe. And well, yeah, but at what cost? Whether you carry the deck in its included case or put on your own, there's no getting around the fact that the Steam Deck is just big. So at the end of the day, the Killswitch case is undoubtedly a good case. It shares the same DNA from the popular grip phone cases, but unfortunately adding any amount of bulk to an already bulky Steam Deck makes me second guess the portability of the Steam Deck. That being said, the case itself is very well made and feels amazing. I really can't complain there, but whether you should buy it or not is a pretty lopsided affair in my opinion. Personally, I'd say hold off, especially if you're careful and don't really pack your Steam Deck in a tightly packed bag regularly. On the flip side, if you work in the production and event space, like I do, I could see a world where this would be useful, as we often deploy hundreds of machines for free play events, and I could see a world where having 100 Steam Decks in cases could make sense if they travel frequently and find themselves in many people's hands throughout their lifetime. But if it's just you and occasionally your cat, then skip the $90 case and instead get Hogwarts Legacy, because not only is it verified on Steam Deck, but it's easily one of the best games to come out this year, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. But that's going to be it for the DBRAND Killswitch case. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and as always, make sure to subscribe to see more videos like this. I actually just received a huge package from Logitech, so make sure to stick around to see what they sent us. Until then, see you in the next one. Peace.